Now this stage, Act 2, this can take a hell of a long time to get through. On my first playthrough, I almost exceeded the time. If you know what you're doing, you could get through it fairly comfortably, but again, try not to take your time too much. Which is easier said than done with the gimmick of this one. Again, as usual. Well, I hope they won't demonstrate it, but I'll be able to show you once I get there. If I get there. There we go. So, 4 areas to go through. Doesn't matter which order you do them in. Just make your way through. Every time you go through an area and clear it, the door will be closed, and you move on to the next. You see what I mean? But yeah, that pink stuff down there, if you fall down it, I think it's meant to be like sort of warping time and space and that sort of lovely stuff. It will reset you to a certain area of where you are, and you'll have to do the entire section again. It's pretty brutal, to be honest. Honestly, of all the stages, if you get a timeout on this one, there's nothing to be ashamed of. Because again, even when you know what you're doing, this could take a while. Definitely a marathon of the stage. Enjoyable though. I like all the little different gimmicks you get for each area. Sort of put your knowledge of the game to the test. As any final stage should. Leave them near the end of the first section. I'm having a brain fart. Am I meant to go over it? Yeah, there it is. I do apologise. Let's go down this one next. It's already taken me 2.5, or effectively quarter of the time limit you're allowed in the Sonic stage to get through that one section. Yeah. Be careful, but also don't hang about with this one. I need the one that's down here, don't I? Almost. There we go. Again, don't feel ashamed to use Supersonic this one either. Mainly for the ones where there's not too many pits. Because you'll find yourself just speeding into every pit you come across, but the little sections like this is not too bad to use. Gets you through them quicker anyway. There's 2 or 4 sections there. On to the next. There's definitely a big risk of getting crushed in this area, so just be careful. Make sure you're aware of what's above your head. Off to the next. These little orbs just start climbing your way on up. Again, same with the ladders and those cylinders and lava restone, you generally want to press the A button when Sonic's at sort of the midpoint of the spin, going upwards, obviously if you need to go up. This one can be a bit... Okay, perfect. On to the last section. Again, it doesn't really matter which order you do these in. As long as you get through them. Happy days. Oh god! Hello. idiot. Yeah, look out for the platforms, you might get crushed. He says as he gets crushed. Jesus Christ. Oh, hello. Yeah, let's try and do that a bit slow this time, shall we? There we go. No. Definitely not where I want to go. Oh, almost at the end of the game. Oh. Dear God. I'm bloody back here again. If I die one more time, I'll get a bit of editing practice and then skip it. Actually get through. No. It's not very friendly. Sounds like Tails is gonna get annihilated. Right. Slowly. Slow. Heed your own advice, you idiot. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah. Oh. Yes. Cool. And with that, on to the final boss if you don't have the emerald. Oh. Showdown with the fat man himself. This boss isn't too bad. For the first fight, he's always going to, well, say always, he's going to have a shield up until he uses an electric attack, which will pulse through the things currently attached to him. Once the electric field goes down, that's your chance to attack him. The jumping around isn't too bad. If you keep jumping at him, you just bounce back. And as you saw there, he will also fire missiles. Alright, for the main gimmick of this boss. Every now and then he's going to capture you and you're going to have to face one of the hard-boiled heavies. Each one with their own attack pattern, I guess is the right word to say. I don't think you could actually destroy them. You could attack them, but I don't think you could permanently kill them off in this fight. They're just there to annoy you more than anything. If you want to, you can just abuse invincibility frames to make this boss quicker. I believe it does stop you from using supersonic again as well. Just something to bear in mind. I can die in a minute, but okay. Which one is it next? Please say it's one of the rings. Ugh. Nope. Great. No, not the spring, not the spring! Oh, Jesus. Try that one again. Yeah, I've been playing these games for years and I still die on these bosses. Oh god. Anyway, I'm gonna try and concentrate for them. It's like invasion in person, so. Not that Robotnik really cares. Yeah, generally, if he's on the right, stand on the left. If he's on the left, stand on the right. You should generally dodge that attack. Kiss my ass. This fight does generally get easier as you go on. So you see, slowly destroy the things that are attached to him. Generally gets a bit less dangerous. Oh, no, going for another round. Okay. Oh god, I hate this one. Nice. With that, we're on to the final fight of the game. Oh, must admit, this is a pretty cool supersonic fight. Finally facing off with the last of the hard-boiled heavies, the Heavy King. Him and Robotnik are like children, fighting over chocolate, are gonna fight over the Phantom Ruby. It's your job to give them both a slap on the wrist, essentially. The thing I like about this fight is you don't necessarily have to fly if you don't feel comfortable with the flying mechanic. If you want to activate the flying, just double jump, but if you want to stick on the ground, stick on the ground. Robotnik's not generally too lethal, he'll just shunt you away more than anything. It's the Heavy King you need to watch out for, because those things, even though you're supersonic, those beams will hurt you, will take your rings down. Not all of them, because obviously that would be a bit cruel, but yeah, just watch yourself. Again, Robotnik himself, he's not too much of a threat. As far as final boss fights go this one, yeah, I quite like them. It uses rings to use Sonic's dash ability in the air, but if you press A while flying towards something, you can speed towards them like that. Which will count as a hit, obviously, if you make contact. Oh, yeah, just watch yourself. There's constantly rings flying around the stage. I want to say if Robotnik's on the screen, they're a bit more frequent. Don't quote me on that though, I can't quite remember. Oh, that was stupid. Pretty much just went face first into a bullet. Gotcha. I think the rings do magnetize you slightly. It's definitely not the hardest supersonic fight out there, but I enjoy it. It's different. Also like the fact that your time counter does no idea what's going on, like it's freaking out in the corner. I wonder if we can actually land on 10 minutes and kill you all. Be a bit cruel if it does. Oh, that's one of them down. Which means Robotnik should be on his last hit as well, I think. Yeah! Excellent. And with that, we have finished Sonic Mania. Excellent. For your troubles, you get a nice little animation at the end, which definitely makes it worth it in my opinion. But yeah, that is the end of Sonic Mania. If you're someone who's looking to get into the franchise, I definitely recommend starting with this one. It's very beginner friendly. You might not necessarily get some of the references, especially things like the main Beam Machine boss again, traveling to the future Stardust Speedway. That might come across as extremely random, but as a base Sonic game in itself, I definitely recommend picking up if you haven't already. When I revisit this in the future, I will do encore mode. Yeah, show that off. I don't know when that'll be. I suppose I should, again, as mentioned earlier, probably should dive into Sonic Forces before I try that one. Yeah. With that said, I believe the next game I'm going to attempt to go through is going to be Gunstar Heroes, another Sega game, another Mega Drive game from childhood that I always enjoyed playing. Again, for the first few videos I'm just gonna do little games that I sort of like to think I know my way around, feel a bit confident with, just to sort of ease myself into the whole YouTube process, shall we say. But yeah, if anybody has joined me for this one, thank you very much. And I will see you next time. I'm just going to let the credits play themselves out. And yeah, look after yourselves and take it steady. Thank you very much.
price of going along this credit side.